Hello people, right, okay, I want to get this video done because I'm servicing my fan extractor that I made, and I want to show you this because if there are other people going through what I'm going through, and you need to escape as much as you can the poison that's being sprayed on you, or the chemtrail, whatever it is, people. I'm doing this, give you because when I started this, I started using a 240 volt carbon air filter fan, and it was costing me £90 a month in electric, and that's on top of my £130 a month that I use, or it's depending on how. But anyway, so trial and error, I used a bulge pump from a boat. That worked for a while on 12 volts. It was really noisy, and after a while, the big motor, the little electric motor rather, that's in there, just bearings went, and I think it managed to last about 3-4 months this way. You're running it constantly, and yeah, in the end, I just kind of broke it because I just have kept servicing it anyway. So then I thought, well, okay, so let's, I've been thinking about it for a while. I thought, let's try 12 volt computer case fans, and I did, and I've been using this system now for 9 months, and I haven't had a hiccup from it. And I use them on full power, running through this ducting down, and I put another 12 volt fan on the end of there, and by golly, it comes out the same as a 240 carbon air filter fan. Yeah, I'm using 12 volts. I'm using hardly any electricity because I'm using a 12 volt system, and also it's really quite quiet. It's hardly any noise at all once you got the lid on and you've put soundproofing over it. And like I said, I've been using this OnFall for the past 9 months, and without a hiccup. Did I say how much the fans cost me? £26. I got 4 of them for 26. They're brushless, and they're decent ones. Gets decent ones, okay. I brought the transformer. That cost me about 12 quid, I think, something like that, 12-13 quid. The adapter for the cigarette lighter cost me about 6-8 quid, and the speed controller cost me about £6, I think. And the ducting was about 18 quid, and the carbon air filter was about 48 quid. So I think altogether, this system is about 74 quid for the fans and the ducting, and that's 74 quid. And I'm saving £90 a month on electric at the moment, and I've had this going for, like I said, 9 months, and I haven't had a hiccup. Not a hiccup, people. Right, so get your box together, and you need or something that you can fit your fans into. I found out, strangely enough, that if you space them apart around about 5.5 inches, it creates a vortex and it makes it stronger. It's quite weird, actually. So there we go. So I put the carbon air filter on this end. 12 volts. I'm not sure how it works. 12 volts. This 12 volt goes into this goes into the adapter, and then you plug whatever 12 volt things you need to use. I've plugged my speed controller into that, so this goes into, if you can see, I had to get long, just improvising cables. So that's the 12 volt adapter, and that goes from there into the speed controller. And the speed controller connects to, you've got your 3 fans. It's pretty basic, coming out into one connector, gaffer tape together, and then that goes back into the speed controller to the adapter, and from the adapter to the 12 volt. And it's brilliant, people. It's just put it in probably so you got your speaker. So that's, if I do that. That's halfway, okay, that's around about halfway. Let's just start again, show you the fans working. There's an awful lot of, that's the same suction as you get on a Hoover coming out of this bit here. Same suction you get in a Hoover. Okay. Carbon air filter goes on here. It sucks the air from around the carbon air filter into the fans, out here, into the ducting, and then you get your airflow out here. And the lid's not down and I can still feel it. The lid's not even down, I can still feel it blowing through. So yeah, like I said, I put a 12 volt fan on the end of here and just put it straight into the adapter. And seriously, it clears the room in about 15 minutes, depending on how much poison is in the room and how much they're spraying in the room. And I've also found out that you can be sprayed with a poison that has nano-sized particles, okay? That even on a carbon air filter, it's like a train going through a tunnel, people. It just, so as soon as I started using this system, they hit me with that, and I had to do a bit of rethinking, and so I sort of like, in combination with using a respirator mask and this and an oxygen tent, I can just about get to sleep sometimes. Anyway, so there we go, and I'll show you that this bayonet fitting, this bayonet fitting here goes into the carbon air filter, and I'll show you that now. Okay, there we go. I made, I don't know if you can see it, I made like a box, an air box, gaffer taped them together, and then hung. You can see this is what I've got in there. This is a Rhino Pro air filter, quite a big one, as you can see. And what I did is I whacked it in there, made a hole in the box, and then put a sleeve in there so that bayonet fitting that I showed, it just slots straight in there and it makes a airtight fitting. And then basically it's a air filter, carbon filter inside an air box, and that goes to here, out the back, up this pipe, up the ducting, and it just sucks in through the air outside, out the sky. Yeah. So the end I just showed you plugs into this end, the carbon air filter goes into this end, and then that sucks it through. And it's a brilliant system, people, it really is a brilliant system, and I use hardly any power, even though I'm on one of these evil smart meters, and it hardly makes any noise, okay? If I put the top down, so run out of memory. So it's still in the experimental stage. It'd be nice to get a proper, I was thinking like square guttering, sort of like size, and then just get a system together that you could actually probably even make and sell, non-profit making, just so other people can breathe reasonably clean air, especially if you're going through what I'm going through, people. And that's it. That's with it on high on the speed controller. If I put this on top of there. Try it. The air is really coming. I can feel it blowing through there like no one's business. So I haven't covered the gaps. So you're sucking the air through. It's going through the ducting, and it's coming. I mean, it's not. It's. I can feel that blowing here like a normal kind of extractor fan on mid-range, basically. But I can, that is amazing. I can feel how much that's blowing through that gap. Okay, that's really blowing through that gap. So if I could, I should really make another video and show it working properly. But if I could just do that, yeah, I can feel that. That's actually, I can still feel that hitting my hand now from that distance. Okay, so it's going through that in. And it's amazing, people. It pushes it out with a 12 volt fan on the end of there. It pushes it out just as much as a normal 240 volt fan. Okay. And all I do, just every now and again, every month, just put a bit of WD-40 in either of those, and that's it. Turn up the speed controller again. And like I can just about, I think in this one the bearings just slightly worn a little bit, but on full power, nearly 24 hours a day for nearly 9 months, for 26 quid. It's been a lifesaver, people, it really has. Anyway, thanks. Keep fighting.